Alright guys, BLM here, back with more AC2, continuing on from where we left off. Gonna try to finish sequence 7 in this episode.
What's the trouble?
You and Rosa managed to escape from Seta, but the others were not so lucky. Emilio's captured them and now they await execution.
Do you know where they're being held?
I know they're still in the district, but beyond that, no.
Yeah, thanks for your help. This is one of the worst missions in all of Assassin's Creed. This mission sucks. So bad. Okay. It's just really fucking annoying. Alright, let's go. And this entire sequence is just so bad. I mean, this entire, like, I don't know, like, good chunk of sequences is just so bad. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this entire,
Emilio says he seeks unity, but all he really wants is control.
Your crimes cannot continue. The people won't allow it.
what?
The markets belong to the people.
Emilio says he seeks unity, but all he really wants is control.
Your crimes cannot continue. The people won't allow it. The markets belong to the people.
Emilio says he seeks unity, but all he really wants is control.
Fuck.
Crimes cannot continue. The people won't allow it. The markets
There we
belong
go.
to the people.
Emilio says he seeks unity, but all he really wants is control.
Your crimes cannot continue. The people won't allow it.
Okay. One more. Oh, he gives up.
The markets belong to the people.
Emilio says he seeks unity, but all he really wants is control.
Cool.
Your crimes cannot continue.
Oh, fuck. Where is it?
The people won't allow it.
Alright.
Stay close.
That's one out of the way. Let's go. Yeah, level only one is needed alive. That's pretty funny. I mean, this entire mission sucks. And if it wasn't that, then this would be even more bullshit. Like, thank God that's part of this, where only one needs to be alive. But still, it's so terrible.
Eccolo! Stop him!
Fuck. Okay. Oh, there's one more. Because again, they fucking suck. Like, these fucking thieves. It's so funny, too, because, like, they're supposed to be all masters of parkour and all that. But it's like, they fucking, like, they suck so bad. They die all the fucking time.
There he is. Who wants this?
Okay. Oh, no.
Let's go.
Okay, well, that happened.
I'm only visiting. I don't know what's going on.
Please stay up there. Okay, one of them just literally jumped down. Ah, fuck. Fuck, they're all down now. Okay. Now we just need to wait for them. And we just need one. Who cares about the other ones? Yay, we have to do this 2 more times. It's like, fuck this mission, man. Yeah, I don't get why the mission structure just goes completely to shit in the second half. It's so strange, because again, the first half was doing pretty well. Like, again, like, in the first half, like, I mean, it's pretty well structured. Like, I can't think of anything that's really bad in the first half. I mean, again, that Jacobo's tailing mission isn't fun, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's like, it's the first one in the entire game. But then all of a sudden, in this fucking section of the game, there's like, what, 4 tailing missions? It's probably not right. 3? 3 or 4. Something like that. And there's a lot of these sort of missions where you're just going around and, either rescuing people or like killing guards to get their armor and that sort of thing. It's really annoying. Might as well do this. Ah, damn it. pretty well here, actually. If only that was 10 people. Came pretty close. And we went through that without getting injured. But again, it wasn't 10 people, so we're not going to get the trophy, sadly. Which is probably one of the tougher trophies to get that we haven't gotten yet. And that we won't be getting automatically through this playthrough. Is the kill 10 guards without getting hit. Kill 10 guards while in combat without getting hit. So it's not, let's say, like, you can't, like, assassinate them or whatever. Like, you have to actually fight them. Okay. Hurry up. Okay. Fuck, one died? How'd one die? Alright, we're good. Oh shit. What?
Follow my lead.
There we go. Alright, one left.
Now, when I shoot! Eccolo! There!
Yeah, I usually don't use any weapons outside of swords. I actually kind of like this weapon, to be honest. Because it's like a hammer, but it's not like super slow either. Like usually they're really slow, but this one's not that slow. So I actually do like this one. Yeah, fuck it, we'll kill this guy. Fuck. Cool. But yeah, alright, last episode I was going through all the international seasons of Survivor and talking about who I would vote for, because I am going to be doing a video on that on my other channel. So I got through season 2, right, of South Africa. I think I went through all the UK seasons. I went through the first two Australian seasons, and I went through the... Fuck. Jump! Went through the first 2 South Africa seasons, so... Yeah, season 3 of South Africa, it's Gigi versus Ashley. And this is the point where I haven't written the script yet from this point on. I've written the script for the ones I've already talked about. So this is the more interesting part of it where, again, the reason I'm talking through is just to make it easier for when I write the script later today. So I can get that done quicker and move on to things I actually need to do. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just realized I passed the fucking thing already. So I'm doing this for like no reason right now. Okay, let's go. Okay. Perfect. Alright. Ah, shit. Okay, cool. That's all I meant to do. I meant to kill the eyewitness guy. Fuck! Come on, I was hitting it. Okay. There we go.
Fall in.
Okay, so, yeah, Gigi versus Ashley, it's kinda, I mean, this vote's really easy, I feel like. Yeah, I think it's very clear I would have voted for Ashley. The problem here, again, like I'm probably going to talk about this
He's right there.
in a decent amount of detail with these internet. Oh fuck! No, what the fuck?
This way.
No, come on, climb up. No, what the fuck? Why aren't you climbing up? Oh, fuck off. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go on the ground. Obviously, you're supposed to go through the rooftop, but shit. Oh shit, that's not the eyewitness. Where'd the eyewitness go? Did they disappear now?
Hey, I saw that face. What's your problem, eh? Didn't your papa beat you enough as a child? Do I
Yeah, I never noticed that until recently, though. That the, Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's try to climb again. But I didn't, yeah, that's something I didn't notice until recently, is that if you tear down the posters in front of the guards, they go after you. Like, that's interesting. Again, obviously it makes sense. It's like, why the fuck would some random guy be tearing down a wanted poster? Unless it's more likely something to benefit him, but... so it's something I, like, never noticed until now, though.
There! Damn it! Yes, ha-ha! Now you die!
Qui, let's do it.
Get him!
Yeah, GG versus Ashley. It's easy. I mean, again, Ashley would get my vote. GG. Again, I don't think GG played poorly though. I think GG played pretty well. Again, I think GG played a very Vesepia-like game, where she was on the bottom for most of the game. Again, she was never in the majority alliance on her original tribe, but was like the last person standing from that original tribe that wasn't in the original alliance due to her making good social connections with a lot of people. Then when they get to the merge, her tribe doesn't end up in the majority. But again, due to her good social connections with Sade and like those two are able to get together with Ashley and create the alliance that they make with her. Like what, Final 6 I think it is, or Final 7? I think it's Final 7, right? And they they run the game from that point on. I mean, like, but the thing is that Ashley's making all the decisions. Ashley plays such a dominant game there. Again, she was in the majority of her tribe from the very beginning. They get to the merge. There was one vote where she was left out, but when Isaac, is that his name? Whatever, Isaac. Let's just say that's his name. Decides to switch his vote so that was it Lowe that went home over Okert? Yeah, I think that's what it was, right? Oh, what a ridiculous season that was. Again, where like there's literally a tie vote for first, I think 3 tribal councils. Like it was like first a 5-5, then a 4-4-1, and then a 4-4, and then like it was all. And then there's another tiebreaker at final 6, right? It's a 2-2-2. Like so, it's such a ridiculous season. And again, a lot of that being, what's her face? Because of Ashley. Ashley manipulated a lot of the tie votes, played very strongly in that case. And, okay, just making sure. I think we've done everything in this area outside of the feathers, right? Oh, there's a codex page, but we can't reach that area. Again, like, we're pretty much stuck in this, like, square here, so. That wasn't a square at all, but whatever. In that region there. How much money do we have? You know what, let's, might as well buy the paintings that we can afford. Can't afford that one. Ah, it's not even that expensive. Ah, that's disappointing.
Always most welcome. Stay away from me.
Okay, so this is another annoying mission, but it's not as bad as the one we just did, but it's still not fun. Oh yeah. Okay. Fuck. But yeah, Ashley dominated that season again. Came into the merge, like was in the majority for the entire pre-merge, was shown to be the one making decisions for certain votes. Like this, was it Sandy? Was that her name? For the
Rescuing my
Sandy
brothers
vote?
was more than just an act
Whatever
of
it was.
charity, Ezio.
The final vote
The
before the
men you
merge.
freed will play a vital role in the weeks to come.
But then once the
Just
merge
ask for their
happens,
help, and they'll join you.
again she was
Send them to
at the final 9 she was kind of left out, but then she's able to ring Isaac back in, get him to vote at the final 8. Oh, I mean the entire group is. Again, that's not necessarily just her, but whatever. At the final 8, they vote together. At the final 7, she's able to convince her allies to vote out. I forgot his name. How you pronounce it? It's a really weird pronunciation. I forgot, but it's GYS. I forgot you pronounce his name now. But they were able to vote him out over Sade and Gigi, who are 2 people who she made a final 3 deal with. Then at the final 6, she's able to manipulate the votes where it's a tie vote, so that like she doesn't come off as the bad guy. But she also is able to keep Sade and Gigi around at the final 6, where it ends up being a tie vote. Isaac goes home because of the tiebreaker, due to at the previous vote she made Sade and Gigi vote for Isaac. I think is how it worked, right? Something like that. Or like Isaac got 1 vote before that, and that's what ends up being the tiebreaker. But either way, that happens, and then at the final 5. She flips and votes out Cass, who was her number, like who was her closest ally throughout the entire game, but was someone that could have that was more likable than her, and someone that probably would have beat her if she got to the end. So again, I think that was the correct move. Again, I don't think, and she like found an idol at the final 5, the final opportunity to find an idol. She found the idol at the final 5 to make sure he didn't have it either. Again, like just it's such a dominant game, and then at final 4. And also, by the way, she wins 4 or 5 immunity challenges. Like she wins, I think it's 5 because I think she would have broken the record, right? I think that's how it is. Like broken the record for females. Again, it's such a dominant win. It's such a dominant play. I mean, like it's such a dominant game. That's what I'm trying to say. And then at the final 4, she convinces Gigi to flip on Sade, gets Sade out. And then that's where the big mistake happens. At final 3, she makes probably the biggest mistake of her game, and really a game like it cost her the game, in my opinion. Yeah, it's not confirmed. Like again, with these international seasons, it's tough to get like find interviews where these people talk about like how the jury votes would have landed and everything. But again, like at the final 3, it was Ashley, Proverb, and Gigi, where Proverb was someone who the other tribe like. The like Gigi's tribe, who was the majority of the jury at that point, it's like most of those people did not like Proverb, while obviously Gigi, like being an original member of that tribe, as you would expect, would get those votes. So she ends up taking Gigi to the end over Proverb, and that's such a massive mistake because she ends up losing the game in a 6-3 vote, I think is what it ends up being, with one of those votes being a vote from South Africa, like being the public vote. So I mean, like really, she loses 6-2. It's like again, like but with the way that the game played out, 4 of those votes? Is it 4 or 3? 3? No, yes, 4 of those votes were locked for Gigi to begin with, out of the possible 9. So it's like it's so dumb that she makes such a fatal mistake at the end there. Again, I would have still voted for Ashley, and I do think she played one of the most dominant games, quite possibly in the history of Survivor. But like I mean, you can't deny that she made such a massive mistake at the final 8. Or the final 3, I mean, what am I talking about? Yeah, the final 3. Okay. No! Fuck, I was trying to get the trophy. You almost had... Okay, that's annoying. We actually got a group of 10 people around us for once. No, damn it. Okay, yep, it's done. Again, we could have probably gotten 10 in a row again after, because like we got hit by the second person, so, and we still had like 11 people around us, so I mean we could have done it, but we fucked up there. Again, I would have voted for Ashley, but again, she definitely made such a massive mistake there. But again, I do think she probably wins against Proverb. Again, it's not confirmed, but like, I mean, she probably like because I think she gets she gets Gigi's vote, and I think she definitely gets a lot, like all of Gigi's original tribe's votes because again, they didn't care for Proverb. I don't know. It's such a massive mistake. Even if even if she loses against Proverb, it's still a massive mistake. Because again, like Gigi had a locked 4 votes out of 9. It's like it's really fucking dumb. Like I don't get how you take Gigi there. But whatever, it is what it is. Again, especially for someone who was playing so strategically the entire time. Again, if it was like someone again, if it was like a thing where like, oh, she was worried about her image or something, it's like, then yeah, fine. Like, but obviously she wasn't. Like, she betrayed her like closest alliance member at the final 5, and like, I don't know. It's really strange. Like, I really don't get how she voted out Gigi, or she kept Gigi around.
Antonio know you finished the job.
All right, it's time for the assassination. So let's go ahead and do it. $22,000.
Come, don't be shy.
Fuck off. Oh my god, I can't believe how big of a mistake that was. But either way, then we get to Maldives. We got Heike versus Let's Go. Again, what strange names. But either way, again, that one's tough for that one's kind of tough because I feel like Let's Go again was in the majority for more of the game, but I think Heike, the thing is that Heike is a winner that to me is kind of similar to Aris in Panama, where it's like they were like a dominant, I mean, they were looked at as like a sort of a dominant force. They were looked at as like the leader of their group, but at the same time, it's like they weren't the one making the strategic decisions. They weren't even people who were really willing to play the game super hard. And what's more annoying about Heike is the fact that Heike actively didn't want to play hard, and he actively like did things to make it so it was fuck. Okay. But and the thing about Heike, again, he was so I think Heike is kind of a mix of like Avi from New Zealand and Aris, where he's like he kind of has the Aris part of him, where like just from a social positioning, like where he was in the game, like where he was kind of looked at as the leader of his group. He was now whether that group was in the majority or not at the time, that's like changes, but he was looked at as the leader of his group. He was like he was playing the game, but again, this part's like Avi, where it's like he always preached loyalty and he always preached honor, and he wasn't willing to betray really anyone. And yeah, I mean, there's that. Again, but that being said, he is such a masterful social player, I feel like, in Heike. I mean, like, when he isn't... Again, he's so emotional, too. That's another thing. Like Aris in his first season. I feel like he's so emotional. He had a massive feud with Tejan. And is able to get Tejan out. Yeah, I mean, again, like, it's... Like, Heike is a tough one to rank. For me, like, it's a tough one to really talk about his winning game, because it's a really weird one. I forgot we had to do this still. Fuck. I forgot we have to steal the outfits. Like, I kind of forgot what we were even doing right now. But yeah, we gotta steal the archer outfits or whatever. Or do we gotta steal the outfits, or do we just got... No, this is actually just us killing them, right? I think stealing the outfits is what we do next sequence. Where we do pretty much the exact same thing, but under a different context. Yeah, this is just killing the archers around the thing. What do you mean target lost? I don't get that because this happens in this mission multiple times. Like I don't get why like once a target like once one of the guys that you have to kill like detects you, it locks onto that and makes that your target. So that if you get too far away from that one, then you fail the mission. Oh fuck off! Are you fucking serious? Oh, that's some bullshit. Okay. Okay. But so far, we're not doing so great in terms of pace. I mean, we're at 1 o'clock already, and we're still not even done with the first sequence. So that's not good. Like we're literally in the same sequence as we were at the beginning of the game. Mind you, this is the longest sequence in the game. And like some of the other ones that we're about to do are much shorter. I mean, I'm trying to think. Like sequences. Sequence 8, I think we could possibly do in about half an hour. Sequence 9 is probably a little bit longer. But then sequence 10 is pretty short, and then sequence 11 is pretty short. I mean, this is easily the longest sequence in the game. I mean, this and sequence 5 are the two longest ones. But obviously, we still got to do all the free roam stuff in Venice as well, which is a lot. Again, it's the biggest city in the game, where we still have like 40 something feathers to get, like 47 I think, something like that, feathers to get. So I mean that's a lot, obviously. I think 46 actually, but either way. Alright, here we are. Okay. Yeah, Heike versus Let's Go is tough again. I haven't talked about Let's Go yet. Let's Go was someone who was the second in command to Tejan throughout the entire game, who was Heike's biggest rival, and but eventually at the final 7, after Tejan goes, Let's Go teams back up with Heike and Bonnie, who is Heike's closest ally, and they make a final 3 alliance. And due to a mix of idols and due to the cowrie twists and plus individual immunity, they survive the final 3 vote despite going in at a 3-3 tie. And then after that, they dominate the rest of the game. I mean, and Let's Go wins final immunity, and she takes Heike with her instead of Bonnie, which is a massive mistake. I mean, either way, I don't think Let's Go was winning. Maybe though. Maybe she could win. Because the thing is, Heike, it's so dumb that she takes Heike. She had a much better relationship with Bonnie. Also, Bonnie, I think, has a much less chance of winning the game. I mean, it's really it's another really dumb move that. I do think I would have voted for Heike though at the end of the day, because again, I do think Heike was in more of a dominant position than Let's Go was, even though Let's Go was like second in command to Tejan and everything. It was Tejan making all the decisions until he left.
They can distract the guards.
And
save you from having to fight.
And when it comes time to storm the place, remember what I've taught you.
Seek out though, Ezio.
I don't know though. Maybe I would vote for Let's Go. I don't know. That's tough actually. Okay, so assassinate Babargo. Well, first off, let's do this. Then let's go ahead and grab that.
Sit tight.
Right. Right. Somewhere. Lonely fights await your head!
Okay.
The Axeman is busy, but we'll make it easy.
Okay. So, yeah, I think that one's tough. I think after watching the season, I did say I would vote for Heike. I think it's tough, though. Again, the tough thing is that, again, Heike was completely on the outs for the entire pre-merge section of the game.
House of Cards is crumbling, Emilio.
A minor setback. It will be dealt with. This povero Scemo Antonio and his thieves.
Never mind then. It's the assassin you should be worried about.
Why? Is he in Venezia?
He's been here for weeks. How could you be
Okay,
so
and this is
blind?
dumb too. It's supposed to be for like 4 years or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be like 4 years later. Yeah, he says he's been here for weeks. It's like, we've been here for 4 years. Again, because this is 1985, I believe, at this point. And we came here in 1981.
I'll be there.
I don't know why I'm doing this. Like, I should have just went straight for him.
I'd find a less conspicuous place to win. Seta is a target.
Seta is a Guardia! Guardia!
Okay, fine. No, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. Well, he just runs around in a circle. There we go. So, finish sequence 8 in this episode. Or sequence 7.
I feel no fear, assassin. Only regret. I
But,
said unity, stability, order.
At too great a cost.
Progress demands sacrifice.
Non trova alcuna gioia in questo, ma non c'è altro modo.
So,
Requiescat in pace.
yeah, again, Let's Go and Heike is really tough. I think at the end of the day I would... I don't know. I mean, the thing is, Heike was in more of a... was more in the limelight the entire time. Again, there was never a point where, like, Heike was sitting back. Like, he was always in the front. But... he never, like, again, he wasn't really playing the game strategically for a lot of it. And even when he did play strategically, he told people he wasn't playing this strategically. Even doing so in his final tribal council, which was a pretty bad final tribal council. Outside, I mean, again, he did make, like, where he was talking about how he didn't even need to win the game and all that sort of stuff. And talked about, like, possibly giving up his game for Let's Go and all that. It's like, that's not great. But Let's Go, again, was kind of in his shadows for the entire game, pretty much, until Final 6. And, again, needed final immunity to make it to the end. Did win that final immunity, but then takes Heike over Bonnie. And again, also, at the Final 6, she needed the immunity idol to get herself through. I mean, but then again, so Heike needed immunity. I mean, again, that was just the entire clusterfuck. That was, again, a very advantage get-in style vote, where at the Final 6, that entire group was protected. I mean, it was very similar, actually, to, I think it was very similar to what happened on Survivor Michigan, where, like, all 3 of the people were immune because, yeah, because, what's its face? What's that person's name? Actually, even if they... No, because, no, this is what... I believe they still had a tiebreaker of, I don't think they went to rocks yet at this point. I think they still had tied votes. So, yeah, I mean, with tied votes, yeah, this is how it needed to work out. But anyway, because, I mean, Heike had immunity. He gave Bonnie... Or did Bonnie have... Maybe Bonnie had immunity. She gave Heike the White Cowrie, which was a power that allows you to nullify 1 vote against a person. So that nullified a vote against Heike, and then Let's Go had the idol. So because the worst case scenario was that the vote was going to come out a 3-2 vote against Heike, and Heike, I mean, with 2 votes against Heike and 3 votes against whoever they voted for. And what actually ended up happening is that they put their votes on Let's Go, so the 3 votes against Let's Go get nullified, and they went out anyway. So, yeah, there's just no scenario where they lost that vote. Okay, so we got a new tomb. I'm kind of thinking maybe we should, you know, I think we'll maybe do a little bit more in this episode. I think we'll return to Monteriggioni. Pick up the money that's in the chest. But yeah, that's that. And we get to Season 5 of South Africa, which is pretty easy for me. Again, it's Grant versus Boule versus Sivu. Not Grant. Did I say Grant? Graham. Sorry. Graham versus Boule versus Sivu. And this is an easy Graham vote. Again, I think this is actually probably the first time in in International Survivor where the winner wasn't dictated by likability. While, I mean, Graham was well-liked throughout the season, the deciding vote... Or, I mean, not deciding vote, but a vote that was very influential was Marion's vote, where she voted pretty much strictly on gameplay, considering she didn't even know Graham that much, and she switched her vote at Final Travel due to the way Graham talked about the game. Okay. So, but either way, like, again, this is pretty easy. Boulay has no, like, I'm never voting for Boulay. She didn't do anything. Okay, so, yeah, so, we still have one more armor we need to buy. Okay. Okay. One more armor and then the paintings. One more set of armor. Again, it's different pieces. And then the paintings, and then we have, and might as well put this here. So we only need 5 more. Yeah, I know we get some through the main story. I don't know how many are left in Venice itself. But either way, we'll get them when we come across them. So yeah, let's head back. We'll probably buy some shit as well. Let's go ahead, repair. Okay, so this armor is available, or at least this part of the armor is available. Let's grab that. Weapons. Just pick these up. Oh, can we not afford some of it now? Okay. We can afford that. Okay, whatever. Let's just leave. Okay. Alright, so we're heading back to Venice. Where do we want to go? Eesh, I don't remember where we're supposed to start from. I think it's a tailing mission, right? Yeah, alright, whatever. We'll just go from where we started, which is Rialto Bridge. I think that's where the tailing mission ends, though, if I remember right. Whatever. Okay, so we'll end here. Next episode, we'll go ahead and continue on. Yeah, for now, I guess. Thank you for watching.